Hey, this is Bradley Kuykendall at Lawyer Leads. Hopefully you're having a great day. In this quick video, I'm going to show you the one thing that is the exact strategy you need to be using if you want to scale your business and increase your client billings 3 to 8 times month in, month out. So if you're watching this video, it's because you might be in startup mode, you might be struggling with trying to figure out how to get more quality clients each month, or you're overwhelmed or frustrated with trying to do it all yourselves. How to tape all the pieces together that are required for marketing success. So let me show you what absolutely needs to be done to achieve the success you want, and hopefully how I can help you get there. So the first thing I want you to do is forget about SEO and paid ads. And I want you to realize that being at the top of Google Maps will bring you more new law clients in a week than any other source can all month, period. Now, this is quite possibly the most controversial information you'll ever hear about SEO and paid ads, but we believe that it may also be the most beneficial. So let me ask you this. What do these law firms all have in common? One went from barely surviving to getting an 8-time return on their marketing investment, and the other a 10-time return on their first year alone. How about a firm that went from $175,000 per year gross to close to $1 million per year in just 4 years, and then $2 million per year just a few years later? How about the struggling new attorney that I work with who has doing less than $5,000 per month, not even enough to pay student loans and have a decent life, to doing $35,000 last month? Well, the answer is simple. They all made it to the top of Google Maps, and their phone began to ring off the hook. It wasn't always this way. They had tried expensive ads through Google AdWords. They had thrown a ton of money at search engine optimization to get their site ranked. But something still wasn't clicking. Something was off, and their impossibly low revenues showed it. Does any of that sound familiar to you? You want to hear something no one else is talking about? Now, I make my living from doing SEO for lawyers, and I'm about to tell you something pretty controversial for my agency. But before I do, let me ask you 2 simple things of you. 1, stop buying into the hype that SEO alone is the answer to your dead as doornail phones. And 2, I want you to switch today to the understanding that the online world has changed dramatically. Everything has gone mobile. And if you aren't highly placed on Google Maps, well, then you are losing massive amounts of business and cold hard cash to your competitors every single day. And our message is really quite simple. We want you to know that as a leading attorney SEO provider for the past 5 years, we've seen exactly what works, what doesn't work, and everything in between. And what we have learned along the way is that the vast majority of what you spend on marketing is completely wasted. And that's right, completely wasted. Why? Well, I've reached 3 basic conclusions about what lawyers believe works to bring new business in online and what actually works. The first is that the old adage that lawyers believe half of all advertising works, they just don't know which half, has never been more true. Lawyers spend massive amounts of money every single month on paid ads, such as Google AdWords, with cost per clicks of $15, $30, even into the hundreds of dollars, and they have no way of tracking where their money is going. 0. Or if it's even resulting in new business. And the second is that lawyers have been told if they just do regular SEO and have their site ranked highly organically, well, that their phones will ring off the hook. And this is only partially true. The real truth is that 60 to 70% of all searches occur on a mobile phone or mobile device, and that the first place your potential client looks is your Google Maps listing. In fact, Google purposely lists maps on top of organic listings, so organic listings now have less value than they once had. Many lawyers have a Google Maps listings, but it's buried on page 2 or 4, and no one ever sees it. Or worse, Google has hidden your listing and it's never going to show up. Without the ability to see what your practice is all about, and more importantly, read reviews about you all in one spot, your potential client, they're going to move on to the next lawyer who has this in place. And that, just the whole cold hard truth. My third observation is that lawyers are left in the dark and they can't track where their leads are coming from, if they are getting leads at all. What is needed is a way to track every single call that comes in and trace it to the source so you know what's working and what's not. Law practices today might know that someone sent them a referral, but when it comes to new business coming in from an online source, they simply have no idea. So we have meticulously tested these three observations over the past several years and came to the conclusion that good, hardworking lawyers are being left out in the cold, trying to eke out a living because they have no clue how to get ranked in the dog-eat-dog competitive world of Google Maps. And what's worse is that many of these lawyers have hired SEO firms and paid massive amounts of money to them, and these SEO firms themselves have no idea what it takes to get the lawyers ranked on maps. Well, let's face it, high maps placement and visibility has never been more important to the growth of your practice. It's estimated that if you're in the top 3 positions on maps for the major keyword terms searched by your potential client, you stand to take down 50% or more of the traffic for that keyword. Now, I want you to compare that with the measly 3 to 5% traffic you have to share with every other advertiser on Google AdWords. Oh, and by the way, pay dearly for the privilege of being there. And for what? Once they get to your site, you're lucky if you are converting 1 in 10 visitors to a paying client. What's this mean? Thousands of dollars down the drain trying to acquire new clients. So why not let Google Maps do the heavy lifting for you? Not only does a highly ranked Google Maps listing get 10 times or more the amount of traffic as paid ads and organic search results, but it converts for you if you do it just right. So what's just right? You have to start with a highly optimized listing. Then go out and build hundreds of matching listings on other third-party sites. You have to work hard to get all of your website factors dialed in, all to create trust with Google that your listing is worthy of being on page 1. And then month after month, you have to work to keep it there. So it's no wonder almost no SEO provider knows what they are doing when it comes to consistently garnering page 1 maps listings for lawyers. Most SEO firms are going to promise law firms the moon, or at least a top maps listing, and it just never happens anymore. It's completely different than SEO. It has its own set of rules. It's literally a battle, and the best armed people win. Now, once that listing is ranked, we aren't done. You have to make sure it stays there and must get frequent good reviews to stand out among the other competitors. But if you do this, new clients are yours for the choosing. Those potential clients searching for services like yours are going to pick you. Your client sees your listing, sees all the review stars, clicks through, reads reviews, picks up the phone pre-sold, ready to hire you. Sound too good to be true? It works, and it works very, very well. So well that you could cut your entire paid ad budget down and SEO budget and just rely on maps. But not so fast. It's not an easy task to get lawyer listings ranked on maps, and it's no easy task to keep them there. It requires persistence and someone knows exactly what they're doing. For years, you could not get the expert lawyer map services we are about to tell you about, unless of course you paid thousands of dollars per month as part of a full SEO package. But now, for a very limited time, you can get a page 1 maps listing for your top keywords in your city. This means more leads, more phone calls, and more closed business for you. Myself and my crew here at Lawyer Leads are offering something unprecedented. We're so confident that we will get you a page 1 Google Maps listing that we guarantee will get you there in 90 days or less. If we fail to do it in 90 days, you don't pay another dime until we do. and you can cancel at any time. There's no lengthy contracts, just a simple month-to-month agreement fully guaranteed to get you results. So, who is this for and who is it not for? Well, it's obviously not for lawyers who are already highly ranked on Google Maps. It's also not for lawyers who primarily handle business-to-business types of transactions. But for every other lawyer, even if you're working with an SEO company or Google AdWords provider and you're unsatisfied with the promised results, if you've been waiting around and you're still not on Maps, for every lawyer who wants to get their phone seriously ringing week in and week out, well then this limited time Page One Google Maps program is for you. So here's the big question, what does all of this cost? Now, considering that once you have a top lawyer Maps listings, you can drastically cut your ad budget down and even slow your SEO efforts. We thought about charging $1,600 per month or more for the service. And I mean, we've achieved Page One rankings for every lawyer we've ever worked with, period. Plus, we are guaranteeing you get Page One results in only 90 days, or we stop billing you completely until you do. Now, we routinely get paid $2,500 a month to just do maps in bigger cities for highly competitive law niches. So we could easily charge that much. We also get asked to clean up the mess of other law firm SEO providers who have no idea what they're doing and what it takes to get into the top Maps rankings. But we decided we wanted to make this affordable for the small law firms of the world, the solo practitioners who are ready to take action and start really seeing their phone ring off the hook. So, for a limited time, we're offering our Page One Maps program for just $697 a month. $697 is a drop in the bucket when you stop and think that just one client per month more than covers your investment. I mean, I know divorce lawyers who routinely get $7,500 to $15,000 retainers. Estate planning lawyers who charge $6,000 for a full estate plan. Bankruptcy lawyers who charge thousands of dollars. Criminal and DUI lawyers who get at least $5,000 per case. And don't even get me started on you personal injury attorneys. If you're charging less than $697 for a case, then you and I should have a very, very serious chat about you charging what you're worth. So one new client will easily cover the $697. And once the machine fires up, you are ranked highly on Maps. You have reviews. Only one new client per month from our Maps program is highly unlikely. So here's what to do next. Call us. 844-364-1103. Give us a call because we need to talk to you. We need to make sure this is a good fit for both of us. We only work with a limited number of clients at any given time. And that's not any false scarcity or salesy BS. We work with at most 2 lawyers in each city because we don't like to compete with ourselves, truthfully. Each attorney must work in a different field. Once we're both happy and feel that this is a good fit, at that point we can move forward. From there, you're going to fill out a little information for us. We'll get started on your listing right away. Your listing is will be professionally optimized by the leading Google Maps for Lawyers expert in the industry. Then I just want you to sit back and relax while we build and rank your Maps listing on Page One. And then do us a favor, of course, and let us know how you're enjoying all of the new leads and business coming in. So P.S., if you're on the fence, that's okay. This isn't for everyone. Some lawyers have enough business through word of mouth and referrals or going to Chamber of Commerce meetings. Some lawyers are just in a rut and are afraid to grow their practice. But for most lawyers, they want a steady stream of new leads and business. And as we mentioned, there's really only one place that does that consistently, and that's Google Maps. Okay, one more. It's a mobile world we live in. And no one, and I mean no one, makes a decision without reading reviews about you online first. So put your practice front and center at the top of Google Maps and make it easy for your client to make the right decision and hire you. So quickly, just to recap, we're ready to prove everything that we claim. Let our team of experts rank your MAPS listing on page 1 and see it for yourself within the next 90 days. If the MAPS service does not live up to any claims stated here, well, I don't want your money. We'll pause any payments until we have you ranked on page 1. There's no hassles to that. Plus, you can cancel at any time for any reason or no reason at all. You're not locked into any long-term agreement. Cancel anytime. Of course, once you see the stellar results, we don't think you're going to want to cancel, but that's up to you. Get a page 1 MAPS listing for your law practice for just $697 a month. There's our number. Give us a call. I look forward to speaking with you and helping you to have your law firm get the success it so deserves.